What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. Uh, I happen to think myself it is a wonderful Wednesday. Coming to y'all live. Gonna do a little bit of solo farming here. Loaded up the multiplayer map though, so somebody could pop in. But I'm just doing some solo stuff for right now. Mainly, this video is a big, huge thank you. We hit 60 subs last night. I was in the middle of another great buddy stream. Was sitting there and I noticed that we hit 60. I didn't want to do anything last night. Wanted to wait till later on today, this afternoon, to go ahead and not only thank the crew, but thank all of you guys for watching, subscribing, and sharing the word about the Farmmits and the crazy crew. Um, 60 is a great start. And in a fast pace. I'm just saying, at a fast pace. You guys were not wasting no time with the subscribing. That's for sure. But yeah, so doing a little bit of solo farming here on the new Battle Shaggin map. Well, new Bartels Shaggin, or however you really say it. We've been calling it Battle Shaggin. Uh, didn't come back to work here yesterday. Didn't do anything. Like I said, had to catch up on some rest after watching some good streams and stuff like that last night. So yeah, caught up on sleep. Actually, accidentally fell asleep. That's what I did. And so yeah. But anyways, that's what this is all about. So a big old shout out and thank you to everyone. Oh, hey, what's up, Toaster? Awesome. Good afternoon to you. Yeah, Bartels Hagen. We call it Battle Shagging. That's what we call it. We named it ourselves. But yeah, it's new Bartels Shagging, but we call it Battle Shagging. Battle Shagging. Hope y'all are having a good day. Hope y'all are having a good day. It's a wonderful day this way for the crazy group and everything. Hitting 60 subs in only a matter of what is it, 2 weeks? I want to say maybe 3 weeks at the most. Not quite a month yet. Not quite a month yet. But that was fast, being the fact that we started off with only 4. Only 4. And there were some good friends too that had subbed. And so, like I said, this is a big thank you to all of y'all. Like 60 might seem like a small number, but if it keeps growing the way it did like that, then we'll reach the top in no time, guys. Like I said, and I owe it all to y'all for sitting here and watching and putting up with it. And hope y'all really enjoy the content. Like I said, we're gonna have more coming out. We're just getting lined out on everything else. I'm getting lined out on some stuff over here, trying to get a lot of stuff figured out. Upgrading the PS4, doing a bunch of cool stuff to it. So that's why I've been slacking in that, and that's why I was wanting to catch up on sleep and all that good stuff. So been doing some catching up with that. Got to catch up on some streams. Still have so many good streams that I need to catch up on, and just content that I got to go back and catch up on. So I'm not missing anybody. I just haven't made it there yet. I'm gonna try to get out a little bit of some stuff going over here. Getting all this work done right here, blah blah blah, catch up on this, so at least when the guys come back in or whatever, they see that I actually did some work and didn't leave them hanging. Yep, Richard, well, like I said, we enjoy it, but thank y'all for actually sitting here and putting up with our shenanigans and coming in and watching us. Like I said, we couldn't have did it without you guys rooting us on, and all the comments, like I said, help the morale of the whole, even negative ones, believe it or not. Pushes us to work harder and to do better if we're slacking. Any bit of input, as you know, Richard, any bit of input or whatever, we try to take everybody's advice and use a little bit of something that we can. And so every voice is heard. Every comment is read. Sometimes I admit I slack on reading comments, but it's kind of hard to be watching and working. And so I want to draw better than men. I want to draw better than men. And so, but I see why they rank all the time. It's because you got to sit there and watch the comments coming up and everything like that. By the time you look up, it's too late. Tree. Or fence, or river ditch, something like that. But yeah, sincerely thank you guys. I know if the whole crew could be here right now for the thank you video, they would all be happy for that. Like I said, pre-ordered today, $90 at all. Yeah, well, yeah, you gotta support Giants, and like I said, but I want to say that $90 gets us everything. But that's all the DLC. The Platinum Edition, that's the whole works right there. You get the premium everything right there. I think it's worth it. I know I have a few guys that are holding off because they think they're going to throw in a little bit more of a sweetener there at the last. You know how they always do that. But wait, there's more, but I could not wait. Well, really, I had no choices. My wife, she was like, as soon as she saw in the middle of Big Daddy's stream that it had already hit the pre-order, yeah, like she took care of that before I could even blink. And so, great woman right there. And so, of course, we got to support Giants with that. Like I said, and for those of you that don't know, it is available for pre-order. Uh, and so, y'all might want to go check that out. I'm sure they're not going to run out of copies, but hey, who wants their copy right on the 20th? Who is ready for that? The digital copy for pre-order, like I said, makes it that much easier. You ain't got to run out and chase a disc. And so I know a lot of us were waiting and chomping at the bit for that. I know I sure was. Like I said, that's why I had put off pre-ordering anywhere else. Was sitting here waiting and waiting for it to come to the PlayStation Store. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what I was happy about. Which I've been hearing, the pre-order from like GameStop gives you this, the pre-order from whatever gives you that. But like I said, I don't know exactly what place I didn't look into it. Like I said, my wife did that, but I just know I'm gonna be just as surprised as can be when I see what we get. But I know when you pre-order from GameStop, you get some cool little merch and stuff like that. Me personally, just wanted the game. I wasn't really worried about what I got because I know if you give it a week after it's been out or a couple of weeks to a month, I'll be able to find one of them hats on yeah, the free cap comes with I want to say when you go to GameStop and pre-order or Amazon or straight from, you get it somewhere else, not from the PlayStation Store, if I'm not mistaken. And I know myself personally, I'm gonna wait because give it a week or two after people start getting the free merch, and that cap's gonna probably be on Amazon or something like that for like $5 or something. And so I'm gonna somehow figure out a way to get me a cap. I wouldn't mind getting a cap, but I've seen caps. I think I've heard of beanies or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, don't feel bad, Richard. I did the same thing. Digital's easier. To me, it is at least. I do know. I think I had a friend that did pre-order me a copy from GameStop, and so if that happened, which that'll be a hard copy. I guess, like I said, we were thinking about what we were going to do with that, and so I might give that. Of course, it'll be for PS4. I might have to do a giveaway on that one game if that's the case. I thought about being greedy and keeping both my digital, of course, digital's here, but keeping my hard copy too. But I don't think I'm going to be greedy. Yeah, that's what I'm figuring, Richard, on eBay, and especially, shoot, if anybody pre-ordered from GameStop and they're like, oh, no hat, bam, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the hat. Like, it won't take them but a week or so to have it on eBay to where we can get a hat, Richard. Don't worry, we can get a hat, probably pretty cheap, and pretty cheap too. So yeah, if anybody's got a hat they want to get rid of or whatever, I'm willing to pay for it. I'll pay $50 for a hat. I don't know if I just know it's a. I think it's a hat they wear on 19, or one of the hats. I know there's different, manufacturing hats or whatever, but it's just the FS hat. I don't even think it's got 19 on it. I think it's just black and white with FS Farmmits Simulator on the front of it, the 2 letters. And so, still something cool, I guess, just I wouldn't mind having some Farmmits Simulator merch. I did find a website, though, the other day, when I was digging through Giants, that they do have a lot of Farmmits Simulator and Giants merch, so you need to go check them out too if you want some hoodies and some sweaters. It's getting colder and stuff like that. Beanies and all that. Not just for Farmmits Simulator, but for Giants themselves. As you know, Giants does a lot other than Farmmits Simulator, but Farmmits Simulator I think is their best. Richard too. Yeah, see, who are both throwing out pitches. Willing to buy a hat if anybody wants to get rid of the hat. But yeah, Richard, you might want to check out the Giants website. Like I said, they're I think $20 or something like that on there, and you can get the same hat that they're doing for the giveaway for, or the freebie stuff or whatever that they give out with the pre-order from GameStop. So yeah, I might have to do that. That is a great idea. If anybody's got the Farmmits Simulator hat, we are willing to pay up for it, so let us know. I'll even put it in a word for you, Richard. I know you'll be there, but I'll even put it in a word for you if you ain't popped in yet. I know you've been late here the past couple of days, so I'll make sure I put it. Me and Richard Dower are looking for Farmmits Simulator hats if anybody wants to get rid of them. But yeah, check out Giants and see what they got there. I know they have the hat to where you could I've thought about cheating and go ahead and doing that since I wanted the digital copy. It's simpler. Um, it'll be right here in game as soon as I'm ready, and it'll start downloading come November 20th. And I won't even have to mess with putting the disc in and getting it all installed and all that stuff. I might even sleep in on the 20th of November. That way, when I wake up, it's ready to go. Hope everybody's having a good day again. Like I said, I want to say thank you to everybody. Like I said, reaching 60 subs. Like I said, 3 weeks ago, we had 4. I had 4 good friends. A couple of them were watching from overseas, wanted to see what the farming was about. And so, that's why I initially started streaming Farming Simulator. Then I saw a bunch of people were jumping on board and wanting to watch and see more. And then when they saw the crazy crew, the Farmmits going at it, and some of the big things we were doing, a lot of you guys spread the word, and I appreciate that. I know it's not just, you know, by accident. It is because the word was put out by a lot of people. I want to thank Farmer Man, Golf Cart Jockey, Big Daddy especially. Like I said, he's been helping us a lot behind the scenes, and he's been putting the word out himself along with the others, DJ Goham, and everybody stopping by. Like I said, every little bit counted, and it helped us form the Farmmits in the way we did with the crazy crew. And yeah, so we got a big thank you going out. Cowboy, how's it going? And there's a member of the crazy crew right there, Cowboy. And so yeah, but 60 subs, like I said, it happened so fast. Like I tell you, every time I was hearing my phone go off, that's what it was, a new subscriber. And then last night in the middle of Big Daddy's stream, I was sitting there looking, and then bam, 60th subscriber. I believe his name was Michael. So thank you, Michael, for being number 60 for sure, right there. But I was real tired last night, so I didn't do no thank you then. I should have did it on the spot. Oh yeah, you have to do that. I want to see it. I want to see. You've been talking about it, Richard, and all that, and I know you've been putting in a lot of work. I saw you telling Big Daddy about it too, and so yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it. I would not. Yep, Cowboy, we hit 60. We're gonna have to get Necro some more subs over that way too. Like I said, he will be streaming any chance he gets. Plus, he's gonna be streaming some cool stuff. I caught wind that this Thursday he'll be getting his Red Dead Redemption 2 and his new PS4 that goes along with that Red Dead Redemption pack. And so I'm sure he's going to be, I hope he is, because I have not got Red Dead 2 yet. I was holding off for Farming Simulator to come out to pre-order and to see what my bank account looks like after that before I get it. So like I said, I still want the new Mud Runners, Red Dead 2, and I think that pretty much covered what I was going to get for the time being. I will not be streaming any other game besides Farming Simulator for a little while. I know a lot of you have been requesting me to stream World of Tanks again, and I will get back to that. Like I said, they've got a lot of cool stuff going there, and I'm gonna have to check them back out. But for now, like I said, until November 20th, and then it's gonna be Farming Simulator 17. We're gonna run it as hard as we can until the 20th hits, and then I will be streaming as soon as possible, as soon as November 20th, probably if not the night of November 20th, for sure the 21st. Getting ready to go do the work day. Well, I caught up on sleep, Cowboy, so I shouldn't pass out on you like I did last night. Oh wow, it's gonna be the first 2-disc game for PS4, Josh. I did not know it was gonna be 2-disc when you got the hard copy. Myself and a few others have pre-ordered digital. That way we can have it, you know. I'm good at keeping up with discs, but the convenience of having, you know, digital, so I ain't got to worry about floating discs around. You know, I do have hard copy of Farming Simulator 17, which stays in my PlayStation 90% of the time. I don't have very many hard copies. Original Mud Runners and Need for Speed, I want to say. Well, and the Division, but I don't play the Division. I wasn't very fond of the Division. Haven't played the Division 2 or anything like that, but Division 1 I really didn't like it. That's my opinion. And so, oh, I'm telling you, I got the original Mud Runners, Richard, the first one that came out or whatever, the Mud Runners spin tires, and I have been waiting on American Outback, and then yeah, of course, Mr. Sneely P is feeding more of that in there. I watched, I do believe it was Arthur. He had put some stuff out too, some good content on that. They've already got some good DLC with the Chevy Blazers coming out, Ford F-150s, older models, and all that cool stuff. So there is going to be some big names in the new Mud Runners, and that's a good start. Like I said, I had initially got the original Mud Runners because I was fooled into thinking that I was going to get the cool stuff the PC guys got, and didn't realize that one of the streams I was watching about the original Mud Runners was PC. And so of course y'all know how PC gets all kinds of ridiculous mods that we cannot get on console yet. And so, I was happy to hear, you know, because already in the original one you were seeing Dodge and Ford and Chevy and stuff like that, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get it. I want to, you know, I wouldn't mind doing that. And then of course you get it and you just got some basic vehicles that really didn't tickle my fancy right there. So, but yeah, the American Outback's going to be something I personally think. Like I said, I like the original Mud Runners, even though I don't like some of the vehicles that were on there. I do like the original Mud Runners. It's a pretty good game. And I know I'll like American Outback, like I said, because I personally am a Chevy guy. And so anything Chevy that's getting thrown into the game is awesome to me. I really don't care what it is. I'll take whatever they give me for the time being. And eventually I might stream me playing a little bit of that, like I said. But my main focus right now is Farming Simulator, like I said. And if I jump back into anything else that I stream, it will be World of Tanks for a minute. And I want to wait before I start off on the American Outback or Red Dead 2 to when I actually have time to play it, because you know I'm real bad about, especially if Farming Simulator coming out, I will neglect those two games, but at least I'll have them. Well, that's backwards, that's for sure. And I did hear that you do have to buy your chickens and all that, but you know I might have to put off on some chickens. I mean, that is backwards right there for sure. 150 each and they sell for 50. I'm like, man, does it not count if we fatten them up or something like that? Like, come on, guys, they got to give us something for them. Which I guess the eggs maybe equal that out. I don't know what eggs we're going to pay for on FS19, if they're going to be the same or if you might get a little bit more money. Or and are we going to have to put into the chickens too? Like, we're going to have to actually feed them now and stuff like that. Richard, do you know about that? Are we going to have to actually tend to the chickens? I mean, if they're 150, excuse me, if they're 150 a piece, and then we still got to feed them and stuff, I might have to deal without chickens. Just like I caught wind or something. Somebody said something about the doghouse for the dogs, like $2,500. I know I'm sounding real cheap when I'm saying stuff, but as everybody knows, when it comes to Farming Simulator, we're about the money. You know what I mean? We want to make money and try to minimize any dead costs that we have. Okay, so you do have to feed and water them. Well, I have to see. I like selling my corn. I don't know if I want to give it away to my chickens. Like I said, we'll look into that some more. But like I said, if they don't get fattened up or, you know, don't reproduce to where I can get me some good money, you know, and that 50 will maybe that's what it is. Maybe, you know, chickens, they have babies like crazy. And so maybe that's what it is, 150 each, and maybe they'll reproduce like crazy or something for us. And so maybe that'll equal out to where, you know, screw the dog, you're buying a cat, huh? That's what I mean. When they said you got to pay $2,500 for a doghouse, you know, I love animals. I have inside dogs, and so if I can't bring my dog inside there in game, then he's gonna have to sleep in the barn, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to shell out $2,500 right off the bat for a doghouse. Yeah, you can't forget about the horses, cowboy. I can't forget about the horses. I think that's gonna be pretty. Is it actually going to be a mode of transportation? Because I did hear that they're going to be a mode of transportation, but then somebody said something the other day, I forgot what I was watching, that they're actually not going to be a mode of transportation. So I want to know if it's going to, if it is or isn't. They're confusing me, and I don't want to spread the wrong word and have people thinking, oh no, we're not going to be able to ride the horses, you know. But I mean, you see some in-game trailers, they're riding the horses. I see them hauling them around in horse trailers and stuff like that, and then, you know, they got to tend to the horses and feed them like you would the cattle. But I'd heard, you know, originally, I've heard more that you can use them as a mode of transportation than I heard that you really can't. And so, yeah, you can ride them. Okay. According to the preview. Okay, that's what I was hoping. Yeah, that's what I see. I see them on them, and I'm like, why would they tease us and have them riding them, and then us, you know, us not be able to actually ride them in game? So that makes me feel a lot better. A lot better. I'm still not too happy about how much you got to pay for the doghouse, though. Maybe they'll make a discount on that or whatever, especially if the dog can't plow my fields. I have to sleep in the barn, or if I can open the door of the house. You can ride and train them, and they level up. Oh, awesome! That is awesome, Josh. Thank you for that information right there. Josh says you can ride the horses, and you can level them up. You can train them and level them up. Yeah, and that's what we was talking about, Richard. I got a guy that does a little bit of logging for us here with the Crazy Crew, and he was hoping that back in the day when they used to use horses for logging, they would be able to hook up a harness on them where they could drag logs out of the forest, and all that stuff, and get them ready to float them down river. And so that would also be cool. I mean, if they can pull a plow, it'd be cool if they could, like, you could use them at least for logging and drag some logs out to where you could get them easier instead of having to get some machinery down in there. But yeah, I did hear though that the horses won't have any kind of features to them like that, but you never know. You never know. I mean, Josh, it's like they used to do back in the olden days. You know what I mean? They really did used to use horses. That was the tractor back in the day, and so like it is a practical idea. Like I said, it's something that would be really cool if they added it. They already got classic tractor packs. Well, can we go like super classic and have the steed puller? That's why they call it, not seed, the steed. Have your stud pulling a good plow down there or whatever. That would be pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, or any sense that we get to use them. But like I said, at least we get to ride them for right now, level them up, and I heard that they sell for a pretty good penny after you train them up and everything like that. So more money is what I'm seeing. Yeah, that is where horsepower comes from. That is true. Richard is right on that. For those of you that didn't know, that is where horsepower comes from. That's why it is not as far-fetched of an idea as some people would think. Like that, you look back at some of the old-time farming, like I said, Clydesdales, they weren't just pulling the Budweiser wagon. And Clydesdales actually did work, and were the workhorse of a lot of farms. Yeah, no, like I said, it would really be cool, Josh. Like I said, if they set us up to where we could use them for anything, like I said, but I do like that idea that Richard said for the plow. I was just thinking simple with the logging, how that's what they used to use them for too. Like I said, the horses were the workhorse of a lot of different things. They did help plow, all kinds of good stuff like that. They pulled implements just like these tractors did. And then they also were used in logging. That's two things they added. That's what Farming Simulator is about, is farming and logging. And so, you never know. And if not, maybe we can cross our fingers that some modders will mod in some horse implements that, that we can use in some sort. You never know. I know Farming Simulator 19 is going to be epic. I've been seeing a lot of good trailers on it, and a lot of good breakdowns. If y'all haven't checked out DJ Goham, y'all need to go over there and check him out. He's got a lot of good info. He'll actually frame by frame some of the trailers, so we can talk about a little bit of everything that goes on there, and highly detailed stuff like that. Like I like looking into it. It saves me from having to go too far. I'm already subbed to DJ, so bam, he pops up. I can check out all the new interesting facts. I'm really not big on Fact Sheet Friday, but like I said, them guys right there, I'll check out that. I don't chase every single one of them down. That's why I can't give a complete answer, which now I'm not as busy as I have been. We got Lone Oak out of the way, as y'all know, here at the new Bartles Shaggin, what we call Battle Shaggin map, getting everything going here. We thought this map was going to take us a whole month to start breaking big numbers on, but I do not think it's going to take us as long as we thought. We came through here and already hit it real hard. Like I said, I did find the nuggets on single player for my guys. That way we had a quick million, and then we hit the $300,000 loan here, and of course you have $25,000 you start with. Switch some equipment around. We had a lot of stuff leased, which we try to lease for a little while and get out of leasing as soon as we can, and so I'm happy to say that now 90% of our stuff's actually owned. And so that's a good thing, and then what we need to lease back, we'll lease back whenever that time comes. But for right now, we have enough to handle everything. Got a good little logging setup for whenever I get Countryman back in here. He'll be able to do some good logging over here. I got him all set up with some logging stuff. He got some equipment that he needed for that, so we'll be making some money not only off of, but our biggest money maker so far here, believe it or not, has been grass bells. Grass bells pay at $1,080 a piece, use the auto stack trailer, which is 24 bells per trailer, and so you do the math at just 1,000 a piece. That's $24,000 every time you take in a load of bells, and so we got tons of grass around here that we've been mowing and belling. We did try actual hay bales the other day to see what they sell for. They sell for $1,152, but for the work you have to put in to get hay bales, it's just, you know, more ethical to go ahead and just do the grass bales, because all you're doing, we run the big crone mower, baler right behind it, and a quad stack behind the baler. And so it's simple. There's just a stack of 4 bales in different spots wherever we drop them at, and just run by with the auto stack trailer. And we just got livestock, excuse me, the other day. We got, I believe, 30 pigs and 30 sheep. We weren't going to mess with the cows, which we were. When speaking of that, I'm going to have to go tend to the animals. We did have cows, but we were going to run the great big mixer wagon, the pecan or peco or whatever, pecan, something like that, but we were having issues with it here. It would not mix. I don't know if anybody else is, you know, familiar with that or ran that. I know some of my guys have ran it on other maps in their games, and they say it works just fine. But a couple of us tried it out here, and we could not get it to mix. And so, but the in-game one mixed just fine. Big T, how is it going, Big T? You sell tractors every 80 game hours. Oh, you also been trying out different front weights. Yeah, Richard, I have not really found, like, I found some weights that I like cosmetically, and like that I can still run on some, you know, I like to run front end loader tractors, you know, like, or you know, have the front loader setup attachment on some of my tractors that I run. But you know, if you run too big of a weight, you can't, you know, set it down. But there is a weight package, I would have to see what it was, that has a smaller docked version of a front weight. I know they don't weigh that much, but I still like running weights. You know, I know a lot of my guys came in and they say that we've had stop in there like, well, hey, you don't have to run weights. You can pull whatever without weights and it don't make a difference. I really don't know if that's completely true, because I myself prefer a weight any chance I get, because it's the way I see tractors, you know, working. You know, they always got weights, but you know, I know a lot of guys were hopping in tractors and it's getting what they need and pulling some big implements without even having any weights. I myself prefer weights, and like I said, I prefer weights that I can work around. Yeah, you know what I mean, Richard? Like, any tractor I can put a weight on the front of, that's why I run weights. That's why you'll see if I purchase a tractor, the very next thing I purchase after that tractor is a weight. I try to accommodate the weight to what I'm going to be using the tractor for, what I'm planning on having behind it, you know what I mean? And that's why you'll see, like, for instance, for my silage tractors, I'll run two 2,400 kilogram weights. I can tell the difference too when I'm compacting with weights, you know, and the different. That's how I tested my weights, Richard, was in silage. I would throw on different weights and see how quick it compacted with just the same tractor. And so that's what I would do with that, is I would run different weights. Yeah, no, exactly. Well, that, and I hooked this plow up to a smaller tractor, which is an under horsepower tractor too, though, and it would squat the tractor and start to, especially with the real mods on, like, it would start to spin in place. Wouldn't even want to drag it. It would spin in place. And even with the weight on the front, like I said, made a difference. How much is enough weight? Josh, really, I go by the implementation I'm gonna pull. I check the horsepower to, you know, weight ratio that you got to pull the implement with, whatever, and then find an adequate horsepower trailer. And myself personally, like running a 1,500 kilograms to 2,400 kilogram weights is what I like to run. Other people, you know, like Richard might have a better suggestion for that, but I run 1,500 kilograms to 2,400 kilogram weights whenever I am running, depending on what I'm doing. And as y'all know, like, I am fond of the 450 here, and the 747 and the Big Bud Pack, and then you got your K Squad track, you got your T9. A lot of them don't have weight options for them, which, I mean, you really don't need a weight option with the tractors this big. And so, but that is not me trying to get away from the weights. I still run like the Fent 1050. I'll run a 1500 kilogram weight on it most of the time. Most of the time, if it's not 2400 kilograms, though, it's 1500. Like, it might be overkill for some stuff, but like I said, I'm guaranteed I got the weight I need on front. And it's also like Richard says, it depends on the horsepower and size of the tool you're pulling. Like, that's what I base it off of, just like he does. And so, and also, I don't know if some of you, I can tell a difference if I'm running a smaller tractor and I have too heavy of a weight on the front of it. It drives different without any kind of implement behind it. Like, you can feel it, like the turn sensitivity seems like it's turned way up, but that's because the weight on the front end of the tractor without an implement behind it. And so weights do make a difference. Like, I know I have some people that will argue with me on that, but I know for a fact they make a difference. And in that, like I said, it looks better too. So not only do you get looks, but you get practicality out of the weights. And like I said, but I know for a fact running the weights on the front without any kind of tool on the back, you can feel it like turn around and all kinds of good stuff. Oh yeah, logins, like I said, that's where you'll need the most. Like I said, and I like using some big implementation, which this is the biggest plow I'll run in game. I know some of my guys like the 10.5. I really hate turn plows. That's my own personal opinion. I do not like turn plows. It's not that I'm lazy. It's just that I don't like the triangles they leave at the end of the fields, and I don't like having to clean up after them most of the time. And I guess you can call me lazy, but the longer the time you're spent to go back and clean up after a tractor, the longer you're in, and you don't have quick turnarounds. And so, as you know, we are trying to have the quickest turnarounds we can have, especially when we're playing multiplayer. This is a multiplayer game. Everybody's at work and stuff like that in school, so I don't have anybody in at the moment. But when we're all running, like I said, it's about quick turnaround. Have to excuse me. I'm trying to get rid of this phantom cough. Been having it for a while. I think it was due to the fact that I was sick and was running long hours on streams and just even behind the scenes stuff, and wasn't sleeping right, wasn't eating right, and so. But I'm happy to say it's going away, especially with the sleep I've been catching, getting some good nutrition back in me. Small tractor with a smaller trailer, you can use 650,000 kilograms. You get to feel what you need as you play. Yeah, no, exactly. You get to feel for it as you play. Like I said, that's why I rotate weights. But that's what I mainly run is a 1500 and 2400 for the bigger stuff that I'm going to be pulling. Like I said, I'm running the bigger tippers and all that kind of stuff or whatever, and anything bigger. But yeah, that 24 meter cultivator. I'll run the big weights on it if I'm not pulling it with something that you can't put a weight on. I know I don't really buy very many trailers. Like I said, I'm not fond of the Case quad track, solely because when we went to go lease it, they wanted $32,000 for it, and I think that was before any kind of upgrades. The T9, they wanted $30,000 to lease it. Only reason really why, besides me liking the 450 and everything, is to lease a 450 was only 18,000, I believe, if not 10,000. And so I mean, I could lease two of them for the price that I could lease one quad track or one T9. And so same thing with me using the big root sprayer. It's not just that I like it, it's just the cheapest one you can lease out for the moment, and also some of the cheapest tractors you can buy outright. And so a lot of people call me cheap. It's not just about being cheap, it's about being efficient, and less cost and stuff like that. Richard, I forgot what we get our actual in-game hours on our tractors for, but when the whatever maintenance cost per day starts going up to where it's too much, then that's when I'll start getting rid of it. Yeah, and I'm saying, what do you think about that 1050? I love that 1050, Richard. That is one of the best and only modded tractors I really run in-game. We have so many tractors already in-game, and I did go back through the other day. I was doing mod cleanouts, and I downloaded every mod tractor they have, every modded tractor, harvester pack, everything. And it's not just because I wanted them all, it's because a lot of the modded tractors you're paying less for, not only to lease but to buy outright, and they do Yeah, best mod. Okay, good. Yeah, 507. I've said it. It's adequate for every implement we have. I don't have to use a 450. It can pull this. It can pull our cultivator, like you said, the 24-meter cultivator, just fine. I run sprayers more than I do like slurry spreaders and stuff like that. But once we start getting our more silage in there for our digestate, and then liquid manure going in there when we sell some, when we start getting that going, we'll run different types of fertilizer. So we're gonna try out all kinds of stuff and all that. But yeah, I love that tractor, Richard. That was I was talked into modding that tractor in, believe it or not, by a player that played with us previously. Um, I was hesitant. We got it in, and not only is it a good pulling tractor, you got all kinds of wheel setups. I know I have a player in game right now that runs the wide dual setup, and I like it. We have crop destruction on, and you can run that thing around and not have to worry about doing any kind of stuff like that. Yeah, see, they're very costly, Richard. Yeah, and I don't even really lease them. Like, I haven't even leased them. Like I said, that's what the first thing I check whenever I go in there is I check the cost for leasing and the cost outright to buy them. You know what I mean? And then see what's more logical for the price that I'm going to be paying, not only to lease or because most of the time, if I lease a tractor, if you see it leased, eventually I'm going to end up buying it. And so that's why hey Kevin, how's it going? Hope you're doing good, Kevin. Hope you're doing good. I want to thank you for stopping by. This is also a thank you video for hitting 60 subs. We hit 60 subscribers in the wee hours of last night. I want to say it was 11 p.m. my time. And all that, like always, Big D. Yep, like always. But that's it. Have the 1050 with twin wheels without Challenger version. Yeah, see, that I leave it to Fent. Like I didn't really like having to change it over to the Challenger, but you can. That's what I like about it. And man, you can open every single orifice on that tractor: the hood, the windows, the door, or the back glass, the door. And I think that's a cool feature. A lot of people don't know that most of these modded tractors and trucks that they actually have options where you can open the windows and the doors and the hoods and stuff like that. And that's something we're not getting with some of the in-game tractors. There is some of them, but like I said, like the Manjoskin pack, you can open the truck doors and stuff like that. I like any kind of animated stuff that brings a little bit more realism, especially for washing them, or when we run season or something breaks down or something like that. If we didn't get it to maintenance in time, like we can pop the hood on it and act like we're really messing with it. Yeah, I know that. I think it is awesome, Richard. Like I said, that is another reason why I do like the 1050. We do own two of them now. I think we own one. No, we own both of them now. Those were our gifts to ourselves. Like I said the other day when we was doing silage, we got to all buy our lizard dualies. And as some of you know, I made the announcement the other day that our crew is not a 6-man crew. The crazy crew is actually a 4-man crew, and we run a 5th and 6th alternate is the best way to put it, because I think the main crew title goes to the guys that put the most hours in game with me, or even by themselves. And so yeah, we came up with that. But I know all these other guys, like I said, there's no pun to any of these other guys. I got a lot in school. I got a lot that have weekend activities. I got a lot that don't just want to play Farming Simulator and have other friends that they want to play with. You know what I mean? And so, but those spots will always be open, and so people might notice in game the number of players I have set now to play with us is 5. We were going to just set it at 4, but I still know I'm going to have a 5th person hopping in and out from time to time, and I don't want people to think that I'm just trying to I'm going to say it, be an asshole about it. Excuse my language, guys, but it's just that's what works for us, and that's what's been working for us. And so but we'll always have that little 5th spot, and then like I said, as we find a player that might have some more time to play or whatever, especially with 19 coming out. But I wanted to be sure I had a set crew that I know when a challenge comes our way, I can depend on the guys and they can depend on me likewise. And so we came up with that and figured out that would be what's best to suit us. And so I mean, the 4 of us can do the amount of work that 6 people can on some of the crews that I've seen. And so we're getting more established and trying to get everything lined out and figured out that way. Yeah, no, that is I just make wider turns. I mean, which it's like you would in you would in a real tractor that's got duals or something like that. You know, it is kind of time consuming if you're trying to do fast turnarounds. But I mean, if you're just, you know, working your own farm, like we don't have no ridiculous goals that we have set right now to where we're having to do fast turnarounds and all of that. We're just trying to make some money before November 20th comes. You know, like I said, I'm probably still going to play this for a little while. I'm not, you know, I'm not going to get rid of this game. Okay, I don't get rid of none of them. You know, I do need to get the first farming simulator that came out for console. I had it, and I don't know. Well, I had it for Xbox when I was playing Xbox, and so I need to get that because I want to have the complete collection of them, so I can always go back at any time and play, even if it's just single player. Like always. Oh yeah. Yep. But no, like I said, but yeah, 1050 is one of my favorites. I'm going to be running a lot more, like I said, modded tractors, trying them out as we get more money in to see what, you know, what I really like. You know, I know there's a lot of different tractors, and so I want to go through all the animations and see what's going on. Yeah, I figured. I personally liked it. Of course, like, you know, I like money, and silage was a big deal, and they kind of paid out ridiculous for some of the stuff there, and especially on the original one. Like, you know, 17 came out, and I think what people see with 17, and I'm hoping we see it with 19, is you're actually having to put in actual work now to get some money. You know, it ain't just, you know, hurry up and let me throw a little bit of here. You're actually having to work your stuff just to be able to make that money. And so that's what drew me. Like I said, I still ain't down in, you know, 15 or anything like that, but that's what drew me more to 17. That's why I was chomping at the bit for 17. And I'm hoping with 19 that it's going to be even kind of more of a challenge to make sure we got to grind even harder, is what I'm hoping. You know, like I'm hoping that, you know, prices are going to be more fluctuable. Like I said, we do, for any kind of these stream challenge modes, we do play on easy. I'll play on medium most of the time when I'm playing, and sometimes hard when I'm playing solo player. But when we was trying to get, you know, the big numbers, if you set it on easy, you get better prices, and you get, you know, more of the loan, and you don't automatically start off with your loan and being in debt and everything. Kevin, the new FS19 is ready for pre-order right now. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to get a hard copy or if you're going to, but the digital copy is available for pre-order right now in the PlayStation Store. You can go through there. I do believe it's 90 bucks, but you get everything, everything. I'm sure there's a cheaper version, but you know, why pay less whenever you're saving money actually buying that setup right there? Because I know from experience with 17, I did not buy the premium version, or the platinum as they, you know, call it here. I had bought a base version of it. I myself knew nothing about the season pass that they had in game. I thought of it more like a Call of Duty or Battlefield. You got to buy a season. You know, I thought it was season for a season or something like that. So I skipped around the season pass. I bought the platinum version of it in game, the Big Bud pack, the Coon pack, the Ropa pack, and then all the skin tractors, and ended up spending, I want to say, $50 more, if not more than that, than I would have if I would have just bought the season pass. And so, oh wow, season pass is also 2 years, not one. That's okay. And so, but yeah, that's why I recommend now people go in for the season pass and everything, because, and especially now that Richard's saying 2 years instead of one. But I just thought that it would fluctuate or something like that, and I wanted to be able to have everything in game. You know, I personally think when you're playing a game that I don't mind spending money on it, because I want the game in its entirety. I want to have everything there is, so I can honestly give opinions on certain things and stuff like that, you know, and it just completes the game. You know, why get a game, why spend money on a game if you're not going to play the complete version? But like I said, I know some people don't. I know I have been telling some people, you know, not to worry about getting the DLC, you know, paid for DLC right now since 19's coming out. That is not just a pitch to try to get you to buy 19, but I mean, with some of the money you're going to spend, you know, on this 17 for right now, I'd wait, get you 19. You can always come back and buy the stuff for 17 to have it completed, so you have all your games complete in your edition. I don't know if all of you have every Farmmits simulator that came out on console, preferably. Like I said, I know I have everyone on console besides one, and I will be chasing that down. I was actually sitting again calling me cheap. Again, I was waiting on 19 to come out, because as 19 comes out, these other games start falling cheaper and cheaper. But I want to have the complete collection. That way I can run back through the times. And DLC can be expensive on the. Yeah, no, I know, Richard. That's where I went broke pretty much on that. I also did it wrong when I went, but I mean, like I said, I didn't. And I understand how some people, I've caught a lot of clout about, well, why did you buy tractors that look like cows, or tractors that look like snakes, or whatever? And it's like, why did I buy a tractor? Because I wanted them. I'll be straight up, because I wanted them. Do they do anything different than the other tractors? No, but they look pretty cool. I'm just saying, and just to have them, so I can say I have them. And I admit some of my DLC is a deterrent to, me with some of the, every player I got, they have all the DLC. And so if you really want to play the game, you're gonna want to play the game to the fullest. And so when I start turning on DLC and my mods and everything like that, and somebody drops out because they don't have it, they might not want to play as much as we do. And I'm to the point where we're holding ourselves back with some of the DLC we could have to actually run through some stuff better, do some other stuff that we would want to do that way. Yeah, no. So Kevin, you don't play FS7. You don't own it yet. I wouldn't. I would go back and get it when it goes on sale. It's what I. Yeah. See. Okay. I don't know what euros is, Richard, to dollars, but I did get 17 for $20 here, and that's what I paid for it, was $20. But Kevin, do you even have 17? Or I would wait. I mean, you can buy it cheap right now. I want to say. I do believe at GameStop for a used copy, and that's when I buy a used copy of a game, I want the original case. I want the book to come with it and all that. But for a used copy with the original case and a book, you're only going to be paying $10 to $15, if that. As 19 comes out, it's going to get cheaper, or the closer it gets. Like I said, I think I saw a copy, which it wasn't, the complete case, the original case. It was a used case, you know what I mean, that they have in there, that they put them in at GameStop, but it was only $10. Yeah, then I would wait and save you. Like I said, you're not going to be spending much on 17 anyways. But I personally, it's my personal opinion that I own all of them. People don't have to own all of them. You know what I mean? I'm missing one console version of it. And so, but I for sure would hold off on 17 and get 19 first. And then, like I said, it just is intriguing. Like for me, like with 19 coming out, there's more crops, there's different stuff going on with it, and I can go back in time to where oh, I remember when we didn't have this, or we didn't have that, or I remember when this did that. And I like doing that from time to time. If a game's good, I try to get every single every one of them. And I've been a farming simulator fan ever since it came on mobile. I was playing it, I want to say, for I think I got into it about a year before the first copy had came out on console. I was playing Xbox 360 when the original farming simulator came out on console, and of course I'd already been playing it on mobile for so long. I was like, man, I'm gonna get it on console now. Like, I'm a console player. I don't own a PC or anything like that. I own a cell phone, and so I like to play in the games that I can get on my phone. And so when I'm not here, I can play them on my phone. And so I don't know if you've tried Farming Simulator on your phone, Kevin, or anything like that. Some of them you do have to pay for, I do know that much, but some of them you don't. And so I do run Farming Simulator on my mobile device. That way I can play it anywhere I go. Yeah, okay, yeah, see, that's where I started playing. Right, Big T is spamming them dollar emojis in there. I mean, I need to get a bot, don't I? Yeah, I couldn't wait, Josh, for it to go on sale or anything like that. I know there's going to be, and I also, like, really didn't want to jump into pre-ordering it as soon as I did. I know how they like to be sometimes, and, they'll wait after, it releases or something like that, and there's always like a little sweetener, you know, the cherry on top that they try to throw out. I'm taking that chance with this. Like I said, I couldn't stop my wife from getting it, and so it's a chance that I'm going to take. But I have been known to wait on some games to go on sale, or even like at my local GameStop, you know, November 20th, it'll be coming out. Like I said, for of course for everybody, and believe it or not, for some, and I mean, like I said, some people I guess don't like the game, but believe it or not, by November 23rd, 24th, 25th, there's already going to be used copies back in GameStop. I personally don't know who would buy one and spend that money and then turn around and go back and trade it back in, but you know, it's something. I know it don't take very much off the price, but you know, Used Games Plus, I am a platinum member, and there's a little bit more discounts that come with whatever, you know. But I personally said I wouldn't have waited, but about probably a week longer than, you know, when they announced that it was out for pre-order in the PlayStation Network. I was like, you know, usually I'd wait a week just to make sure, and so. But this time I'm not gonna wait a week for that. It's already, like I said, I already got mine pre-ordered. It's just waiting on the 20th, and then it'll be nice and neatly already. I've already cleared out some space just in case I needed it. I got a 2 terabyte hard drive that I need to upgrade. I was supposed to have been doing that yesterday, didn't get around to doing that. So I'm gonna have to, you know, I'm making a ConsoleZilla over here with all the kinds of upgrades that I'm doing to it. But like I said, just to make sure, But yeah, you'll be able to get, like I said, right now already 17's cheap. But like I said, I would wait till I can't wait on 19. I'm not gonna lie to you, Kevin. That's why I didn't wait on it. I knew my wife's been checking like every single day. Especially we stayed up the other day when it was supposed to have came out, which it didn't come out till I want to say mid-afternoon yesterday. And we was hoping it would have came out, you know, they said the 23rd is when it was going to be ready. And so midnight the 23rd we were searching, at 3 a.m. the 23rd we were searching, and at 8 a.m. the 23rd we were searching, and we finally gave up. And then that's when Big Daddy was having his stream, and somebody came on and announced that it was in stores. And I know my wife heard that as soon as they said that. When that was said, then boom, it was a done deal. And so but hey, whatever turns your tractor, as Farmer Man would say. If you want to wait on it, I'd wait on it. Like I said, I understand some people, you know, can't just automatically shell out that money. I personally was waiting for this game to come out, have been waiting for that game to come out. Like I said, a lot of you might not know that I guess you can call me Richard. I've been playing Farmmits Simulator for a long time. I never played with anybody. I didn't even load in no multiplayer. There was no sense in it. I like solo farming a lot, and I was doing fine, you know, with the solo farming and everything like that. Like I said, then I had a friend. That asked me that he's overseas that wanted. He's like, man, you're always, every time, you know, I look, you're playing a farming game. Why are you playing a farming game? You know, didn't you used to farm? Aren't you tired of farming? I was like, oh man, this game is awesome. And so he was like, you know, why don't you stream some of it? I wouldn't mind seeing. Well, I did that, some solo play. And then to have some fun one day, I loaded in a multiplayer map. No mods, no DLC. Just spammed in a bunch of money using a money cheat box. And started handing out money to players and watched how some of the guys in multiplayer played. Of course, you saw, you know, you get a lot of trolls. You get a lot of evildoers, as I call them. They come through and like to mess the game up. They weren't no serious maps for me. They were just to test out players to see. Through that, I met a lot of good players. And then that's where the Farmmits and the Crazy Crew came from. And so, yeah, like now I play multiplayer, and that's something that, and not just with Farming Simulator. The only real multiplayer game I guess you would say I was a part of was World of Tanks. You have no choice; it's a multiplayer game, and so that was the only one I had really played. Like I said, it was nothing against the people. Like I said, PlayStation Network has some great players, believe it or not, some great people. Farming Simulator in itself with the community, like we have a really great community of farming. Like I said, if y'all haven't yet, you know, y'all need to go subscribe to Farmer Men, Golf Cart Jockey, Big Daddy, DJ Go Ham Gaming, like all of those guys. Like I said, you know, those are the guys that I watch and still watch to this day. And like I said, it's just a great group of people right there. And so the Farming Simulator community, and it's growing, and I'm sure with 19 it'll grow even more. You have Germany G. You have a bunch of them now, and I was just introduced to Germany G yesterday, believe it or not, and subscribed. Got to watch some of his videos last night, and so there's a lot of them out there, and there's a lot of good people in those groups and everything like that, and not just console players. I mean, there are some crappy PC players. I have nothing against PC or anything like that, but I mean, to each their own on what you choose to play, but just don't slam other people. I mean, I don't get on here and be like, today we're playing Farmmits Simulator 17, as usual. The map's open. All I ask is, okay, I'm gonna get in trouble for that. I probably shouldn't have did that, but like, I'm not gonna come out here and slam any player for what they play or how they do it. I don't appreciate a player coming to me, especially if they're a PC player, and wanting to start trouble just for the heck of it, or trying to push more console players to PC. You coming and calling me out on playing console, saying that I need to step up to a man's world, and he knows who I'm talking about. Must not know that there's a lot of men in this world right here, and like I said, you're gonna bark up the wrong tree one day, and you see, there's a reason why Lunatic is my first name on this thing, and he got to catch a piece of that for sure, and he will for any future infractions. He wants to come over here and do something. I don't run a bot, so he was able to say what he said. And but I think I went over there with a swift left and right and let him know that when you come at console players, you're not just coming at one person. There's a whole group of console players. And so, but me personally, like I said, whatever anybody wants to play, he's timed out now, Richard. I think he timed himself out, Richard. Yeah, exactly, Josh, exactly. And that's why, like I say, to each their own. I don't care what you play. Um, I personally will get a PC. Only reason why I don't have a PC right at the moment is because I'm afraid if I get on PC that I won't play console anymore. But, yeah, like, I agree that whatever you play on is what you play on. As long as, I don't see no need in disrespecting somebody just because of what they play. As long as you enjoy playing what you play, and some people enjoy your content. Like I said, you ain't got to be a complete about it, and especially you don't have to go out of your way and go to a random stream and comment some stuff that's negative or whatever. And especially people, I'm just now reframing to a PG version of me playing. As y'all might know, I was pretty wild at the first. Colorful language, all kinds of stuff like that, and like I said, I could have handled it a lot better than I did whenever you can, but like I said, I don't go out of my way and I don't look for it. I'm not going to sit there and try to start trouble with somebody just to do it. I've learned now that you got to let it just roll off when somebody comes at you and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I was hearing, that some laptops and stuff have trouble with it, and even some desktops, I do know in order, Herd 19 is going to take a lot more to push on PC, so, and that's the thing, like, I don't have that much tied into my console, which I do now with hard drives and stuff like that, and, getting different things set up, but, to be able to actually play a good game on PC, I'm going to have to shell out, quite a bit of money to get it going. And so that's, again, you can guess call me cheap. That's why I'm playing on console. You know what I mean? Like I'm happy with the graphics. I'm happy, PlayStation. Like I said, I was an Xbox player, was for the longest time. Still don't have really nothing bad to say about Microsoft and stuff. We had some deals set up whenever I was playing World of Tanks, and we got cross on some stuff that we did, and so I jumped ship to to Sony. Like I said, still have nothing bad to say about Microsoft or Xbox or anything like that. It's just that they couldn't own up to their part whenever they had some stuff to say, and so I will not rep for you if you're gonna lie. You know what I mean? I myself am try to be a man of my word to everything. I will not make no promises I cannot keep. And And so that's been the thing with that. And so, but PS4 sets a set. No, that is true, and that's the thing, and why I haven't completely got a PC yet is, I mean, as y'all see, each time they release a new console, it's capable of doing more and more and more. With future technology advances, you know what I mean? And so I have faith that with future the consoles are going to advance so much to where, you know, we're going to be pulling some PC players back our way to console. You know what I mean? When you can do what you can do on console as they do on PC, it's going to open up a whole new genre. You know, I personally don't like using a mouse and a keyboard. I would have to run a controller. I know you can on PC, you know what I mean, but I'm a controller player. I have tried to play PC before. I've tried even Farmmits Simulator. Some of it's a little bit easier or whatever this and that, but I'm more at home with the controller in my hand and playing with the controller. And so that's the only reason why, you know. But like I said, again, to each their own. I have nothing bad to say about any kind of PC player or anything like that. No other console players, no nothing. I don't say nothing bad about nobody unless they come at me sideways, and then that's when things change. But other than that, like I said, I've learned to let a lot of stuff roll off and stuff like that. But that, you know, that, and I'm not the only one that's had a problem with him. There's been a few other guys that's had problems with him, or even just a problem with the way he carries himself and everything like that. Like I said, I'm not gonna name no name. But yeah, like I said, to each their own. I enjoy console, and plus, to me, it's a lot easier for me to pack my console up when I'm going on vacation or going somewhere, and my console can, it already, even if it's not a vacation, if I'm going to stay overnight somewhere or something like that, I take my console with me. And, you know, a big old desktop setup, it's going to be hard to be dragging out your desktop setup and taking it, you know. I know some people still do, especially if you're going out on business or whatever, but, you know, for me, console, you grab it. I've even been known to take an extra TV just in case. Yeah. Well, like I said, Toaster, I have nothing against any kind of PC players or anything like that. Like I said, I actually, there are some PC players I watch, I am subscribed to. Uh, the individual that I'm talking about that I got crossed with that came out of nowhere, out of left field, and said some stuff he shouldn't have said, was one that I was actually watching, believe it or not. And I don't know if it's just the evil in me, but I still go in and I'll still, you know, I unsubscribed after we had a falling out. We both unsubscribed from each other. I don't even know why he was watching a console player if he felt that way about console, but I unsubscribed, and I'll still even go over there and kind of sneak a look just to see what's going on. Like, you know, I don't know if it's just me watching or whatever, or me trying to rub myself raw again and get worked up over it again. But like I said, I watch a lot of PC players that are actually good people. And so I watch a lot of PC content, you know what I mean? I get jealous. The only thing I have against PC, and I really don't have it against PC, but the only thing that I say about it is like, when people's like, well, why don't you follow more PC players, you know, or whatever, on YouTube and everything? It's like, I get jealous. Like, it ain't going to make me talk crap. It's just like, oh, man, I want that. I wish I could have that kind of jealousy, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make me feel any type of way about them. It's just that I get jealous. I'm like, man, I would love to have that, you know. Man, I wish that would come out, you know. I don't have to go as far as needing a helicopter or anything to fly around my fields, but I sure wouldn't mind to be able to have some of the, like, you know, like you see, how long has PC been playing with John Deere? And that's on 17, you know what I mean? Like, that's one of the things that, you know, I'm like, man, I wish I had John Deere already. They had it whenever the game, pretty much after the first month it came out, they was playing with John Deere and everything like that, and some of the, you know, other mods like GMC trucks that they got for grain carts, or, you know, grain trucks and everything like that. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff that they get, and so, but it ain't a hate thing, it's more of a jealous thing. I might not say anything about it, but I'll just sit there, I'll drool over it on my own and all that good stuff. But, you know, that's why, like I said, I have nothing. I still watch a lot of PC players because of the fact that, you know, I want to see what they got, and like I said, it does make me jealous, but I'll still watch. You know, it just hones me on my game and lets me know, like, oh wow, that's cool. And, you know, you get to see a lot of problem solving and stuff like that too with some of their mods. You know, some of them work, some of them don't. But, you know, that's why I don't particularly always watch PC players. I'm more watching console players, because then I know I can relate to what's going on more with the console player than I can, you know, with the PC player. And You know, I've learned a lot from, not only, like I said, Farmer Man, Golf Cart Jockey, and DJ and Big Daddy and all of them, but from a lot of other console players that are playing on console and stuff like that. And so they help me be a more efficient farmer, believe it or not. Richard, he comes through here and gives us some good advice that has helped us out too on some of our big goals that we had set. You know, there's a lot of y'all that come through here and y'all chime in. Like I said, that's why, this thank you video that I'm doing for the 60 subs is sincerely a thank you, not just for watching and tolerating what we do, and like I said, but for the input, for the help, for spreading the word, for every little thing that y'all do. Y'all might not think it's much because you're sitting, whether you're watching from your cell phone, whether you're watching from your laptop, or wherever you're watching from, you may think, that one liked video is not going to help, or that one whatever, so, my sub's not going to matter. He don't care about, I care about all 60. Like all 60, not just the 60th one, like all 60 of them. And like I said, none of this would be possible without you, my family, of course, and everything like that. But all of you backing us makes us do what we do, and we enjoy it so much. And we enjoy the fact that y'all love watching it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I would stream if people really didn't enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, I came to the conclusion, like, I didn't expect it to be as big of a deal as it ended up being. And so it's like I told, some friends and especially some of my crew, I was like, I jumped on to do this for some of the guys that I have overseas, like I said, that are making sure we can sit here and play our games to the fullest in a free country. And, and they sacrificed. And so they want, they get to watch some YouTube over there. They want to watch a little bit of farming, And I admit, they were like, I can't see how you do that for hours or whatever. But, hey, to each their own. I just, like I said, like the fact that y'all guys, have believed in us and tuned in to see what we're up to next. You know what I mean? Like, it's always different with the crazy crew. We're always up to something. And so with that, like I said, you guys motivate us the most and keep us going. And we could not do that without, every little bit of input, even the negative input, especially, you turn your mic down, you're too loud, some kind of stuff like that, like anything like that. Like I said, we listen to everything and everybody. No voice doesn't get. I admit sometimes I might ignore a comment or something like that, but I'm not ignoring it. I suck at multitasking. I'm not gonna lie, I suck at multitasking, and so having to look over to the right as I'm trying to work. I got crop destruction on and everything like that. I tend to mess up a lot. You'll see us mess up a lot, but like I said, that's why we do it live most of the time, because you're gonna get to see everything as it happens. There's no edited. Any kind of anything. I am going to do some pre-recorded stuff that I'm going to start sharing. That's going to save me some time on how much I have to run live streams and how long I run a live stream for. Come on, start. There we go. But yeah, like I said, with 17, I'm going to keep on pushing content out until the very last day, and maybe even some more after 19 comes out. I want to make sure all my guys have it. I will be doing some solo play on it, and then 19 I'm going to push for it too. Like I said, I'm going to add some more stuff. I'm still behind on my live blogs. Like I said, I haven't been going out very much. I haven't been doing much stuff like that. So, but I will be updating a lot of that too. That way everybody can see. As I have already said, I will be away. Won't be streaming probably Saturday for sure, and it'll be late Sunday when I do stream anything, because I have my best friend's birthday party. I got to go down to Ardmore and see him over there and hang out. Luckily, now after years, he was in the Army, like I said, so he was in Alaska, in the Carolinas. He was all over the damn place, and so it was hard for me to keep up with him. By the grace of God, we end up living in the same state now. He's out of service now. He's a truck driver now, and so we got more time that we can spend with each other, and him being only, I would say, about an hour and 30 minutes away from me, makes it that much easier on us, even though like we were both family and doing some other stuff. I got this going on, so, but I will not miss his birthday, so that's why I will not be streaming Sunday for sure, or Saturday for sure. If I don't stream Sunday, then you'll know I got a little carried away when I was over there. I do indulge in some alcoholic beverages, and me and him have been known to do that a lot when we get together. And so you'll have to bear with me if I'm not only missing one day, but if I'm missing 2 days. But I promise I'll be back around for sure. I do know y'all are gonna have to go sub to Necro666. Um, he's usually my bottom rocker right here. I changed it for the thank you for you guys, but it is Necro666, Necrow, all capital 666. He will be streaming another perspective. They are going to be running South Mountain Creamery. Um, Minnesota Cowboy is going to be running that map. It'll be our secondary map. It's going to be a map I will be on to streaming on it. So we are going to be doing 2 maps and running seasons on one of them. We aren't going to run seasons on this one. We are going to be on South Mountain. And so, but for the time being, those guys will have a map they can go to anytime I'm out. And I'm proud to say that Cowboy's going to be running that one. And so I know Necro, like I said, since he's came in, he's had all of our backs, since day one, and he knows the ins and outs of this game, better than some players I have, met to date, and can always help us out, and let us know and come up with some great ideas. Same thing with Cowboy and everything like that. So there'll be a couple of days that I'm not over there with them and all that, mainly probably this Saturday, this weekend or whatever, since I'm going to the birthday party. And so be sure y'all go and sub to Necro666. That way y'all can see what they got going on while I'm out, and share the love. Like I said, I hit 60 subs. I don't see why Necro can't. You know what I mean? I know he's just now, a member of the crazy crew. But like I said, in the small amount of time he's been in here, he's already surpassed some of the hours of some of the full-time players that we had, or the weekend players that we had coming through. And he works some long hours and also has to go to work. And so sometimes he may only get an hour of sleep before work, if that. And so y'all got to be sure y'all go over there and sub to him, and make sure y'all are ready for it this weekend, because like I said, I know them guys are going to be doing some stuff over there for sure, especially with me being gone and everything like that, not having the new battle shagging map up. And it'll be something different for us to do. Like I said, I'm looking forward to jumping on over there with Season, so that's why I'm doing some solo play on this. Might run some more on battle shagging later tonight, or this afternoon later on, but this weekend for sure will be that. And I want to catch a couple of good streams over there on South Mountain, so I'll be putting off battle shagging for a couple of streams, just so I can catch up over there, let y'all know what we got going on over there on South Mountain Creamery, and show y'all Cowboy setup and how he's running over there, and running our secondary farm, and how all the guys are gonna, how we're all gonna deal with seasons. Me personally, this is gonna be my actual first season attempt, like actual attempt. I have loaded in seasons and tried it. I believe it was Oak Field, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's another Oak map that we have on here. Oak Field, I believe. Oak Field. But I did try seasons out on that. Was just kind of getting it figured out. I had a thing with patience, which I'm working on my patience now, like I said, have been, and so, but it's another challenge, and like I said, as y'all know, with the crazy crew and the Farmmits, we are up for any kind of challenge, and we challenge ourselves daily. But it is good to have this map as one that we don't have to worry about running through and grinding hard for ridiculous goals, and they weren't really ridiculous. It was just to challenge ourselves. Had to get me a drink of my RC Cola. I don't know if any of y'all even know what RC Cola is, or if y'all like RC Cola. I myself am a big fan of RC Cola. My parents used to always drink it. It's good to still see it around. And so, but yeah, to get me a drink. But yeah, like I said, well, a lot of good stuff's coming in the future, and especially with 19 coming out, we're going to have a lot of good content. We're going to try to get multiple perspectives, not just me and Necro are going to be streaming. I'm hoping we can get some other guys set up on streaming, so they'll be able to stream their own. So as soon as those start coming in, guys, I will let y'all know who all is going to be streaming, so y'all can all go over there and sub and share the love that like y'all do here for me. It would be highly appreciated. I know I would love it. When we get Necro on here later, like I said, I want to do a sub challenge. I want to see if I can get all my guys that came over here and sub to me, all you great people, to go and sub to Necro whenever he comes on. I mean, you can go ahead and go do it right now if you want to, but like I said, for sure, I'm going to get him kicked off on a stream here later. It's going to be a subarama. That's what I want to do, a subarama. I want to see how many subs we can get him in tonight's stream, and so I will be firing that off. I do believe he might be working late. I don't know for sure, but I know for sure he'll be around the weekend, like I said, and he will be streaming for South Mountain Creamery. And then when I get back, I'll stream too. But like I said, it's Necro666NE, or capital. It's all capital. Rabbit Man, how's it going? Doing pretty good today. I'm doing pretty good today. It's thank you. We hit 60 subs here with the crazy crew. I'm happy that you guys all subbed in and came in. I'm happy y'all are stopping by. I hope you're having a great day, Rabbit Man. Hope you're having a great day. Hope all of you are having a great day. And I'm thanking y'all all for stopping by. Stream is going to be running for a little while longer. Like I said, I wanted to make sure I got the thank yous out and shout outs out and all that. And again, like I said, a big shout out. Like my biggest shout out, and like I said, this is not stepping on nobody's toes or trying to do anything. It is to Big Daddy. If y'all are not subscribed to Big Daddy, y'all need to leave now and go subscribe to Big Daddy. Like I said, he has been helping us out a lot behind the scenes. I look forward to doing a lot more with him in the future, especially with 19 coming out and everything like that. And so, but he has been a big part. He's the reason why we're here right now on this map. We were having so many problems figuring out another map to go to with the crew that I had set in. You know, we got a good crew, and we can put in a lot of work. And he showed, he came in on a stream and was in on our chat, like the party chat, like he was a guest, you know, guest on our party chat. And he came up with the idea. I said we would check it out. We all went and checked it out. And bam, here we are. And he's the reason behind, you know, my silo setups that I got over on Field Tool. Like he's helped us out a lot, a whole lot. And so, but much deserved, buddy. 60 subs. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, and it's happened so fast, Rabbit Man. Like I said, and I appreciate every bit of it. We all do. Like I said, truly, y'all, and just even in the smallest of comments, you know, or whatever, you know, even some of the teasing that we have going on with everything, that motivates all, not just me, but all of my guys, not only to put out some of the best content for you guys and enjoyable content, but, you know, it keeps us going and it keeps our morale up as a crew. And we thank you just seems like it's an understatement for you guys whenever y'all come in, and especially taking the time out to, you know, stop and say hi, you know, or anything, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's time out of y'all's day y'all take out for us. And so, like I said, we appreciate it. MVP Johnson, you're new, man. Well, thank you for stopping by. Like I said, we appreciate it. We truly, I know I do for sure. Like I said, I don't consider myself only me. I do have a wonderful crew. We are known as the Crazy Crew, aka the Farmmits. We're like Farmmits. You'll never be able to get rid of us. But thank you, MVP Johnson, for stopping by. Oh, I'm telling you, he really is a legend in his own, you know, and getting to know him better and more each day. Like I said, it's great. I didn't know he, you know, used to work for Ozzy and stuff like that. Like, it was amazing getting to find out more about him and everything. And as we grow, like I said, and him helping us out behind the scenes and taking time out, you know, I know a lot of people have been asking, you know, well, where's Big Daddy? How come he hasn't been streaming? And it's because he's really been helping us a lot here behind the scenes, you know, and he's been helping us behind the scenes and been taking time out of his own streams in his own day just to make sure he can, to give us any kind of tip, any kind of idea, and everything. That's why, you know, I made the announcement. He is a new sub. Oh, well, thank you. Awesome. I really do appreciate that, MVP. Like, you are the true MVP. Everyone that comes through here, like I said, this is why it's a big thank you to all of you guys. Like I said, there's no way I could do it without all of y'all. Like I said, y'all are the biggest motivation that we have, like, for sure. And we appreciate any and everything that, and like I said, every little comment, every little comment. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot more to come. Like I said, trying to make sure I get you guys to go and sub to Necro666. I'll have him streaming here with me later. I'm gonna try to do a subarama for him. That way we can get, you know, I got 60, 61 of you guys here, or, you know, like subs. You know, like, I'd like to catch him some more over there. He will be streaming. Like I said, I will be away this weekend. Might be back Sunday. Like I said, it all depends on how much I drink Saturday. It's a friend's birthday party. Him and his daughters will have the kids party in the beginning of the day. Be cakes and cupcakes and all kinds of good stuff. And then as the kids get laid down to sleep and all that stuff, it'll be time to celebrate his birthday. And so, excuse me, Cowboy will be running South Mountain Creamery. It's going to be our seasons map. We are going to take on 2 maps where we're going to be running this one and South Mountain Creamery on seasons. And so Necro will be subbing that while I'm away, and he's also subs even when I'm here. So that's these 2 perspectives you can get, and I'm looking forward to hitting seasons pretty hard over there and seeing, and y'all will be able to see it. Like I said, from start to finish, the struggle and everything. Like I said, this is why we do most of it live. I have been working on some pre-recorded stuff that I will be, letting out little by little. But most of the stuff, like I said, y'all see is going to be, just live action, going on. So every mess up, every anything that we have is going to be in real time. You know what I mean? There's no take backs, there's no nothing, but you get to see. That's why we do it. It's from start to finish, and every little tip, trick, everything that we can come up with that optimizes your income and everything like that is what we really strive to do, and we strive to get that out for you guys. I know, like Toaster for sure. He said that he's used some of the stuff, and I know some of you other guys gave me input, like Richard and stuff like that, on stuff that we've used ourselves. And so being able to share that wealth around, like I said, not only is the PlayStation Network community a good community, but the Farming Simulator community is awesome. Like it's a band of brothers, like it's a brotherhood, And yeah, I know you hear the challenge between Farmermen and the Farm Crew, challenging us, the Farmmits, the crazy crew, all in good fun. Like I said, it's just going to be something cool, something interesting to do. So a new feature with 19, like I said, is the face-offs. We still got to get some more details on that. There's nothing really, set in stone yet, but I will collaborate with any kind of thing. We will not back down from any challenge. And like I said, but it's not like war. It's just all in good fun and just to mess around, like I said, with a good quality game and good quality people. That's what I love about it, like I said. So, and the community's growing. Like, it is growing more and more and more every time I turn around. I'm getting introduced to, more streamers and everything like that, than ever. Oops, just jumped out and turned it off. And more streamers than ever, and like I said, it is awesome to be able to get to know some of them, get to see what they do and how they work their farms. But like I said, Big Daddy, like I said, was one of my biggest shout-outs. Like I said, Farmer Min, Golf Cart Jockey, DJ Goham Gaming. Just got recently introduced to Germany G. Got to check out some of his stuff last night. I managed to sub to him last night, but he's got some good stuff going on. I love his laid-back mentality, and I love the content he's putting out. So thus far, I have not got to catch up on everything. I will. Tiny, got to sub to Tiny. Tiny's got some good content coming out, and so there's a lot of us out there. You know what I mean? A lot of good streamers that are going out with a lot of good content, and like I said, it's just a good group of people. And then, like I said, I know I can speak on behalf of all of them too, and saying that we appreciate all of you guys. All of us do, every single one. To me, it's not just a number. It goes to show, and there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that's put into whatever, and I get to touch bases with a lot of you behind the scenes. As y'all know, send me a friend request. If you play on a PlayStation 4 or whatever, send me a friend request, and we'll even have you in on the game. I always give everybody a chance. You can come in, play with us sometime, and see how we do it. Get to check out the farm. Sundays, I will do farm tours on Sundays. This will be the second Sunday I'm going to miss. Last Sunday we started this map, so I didn't do no farm tours. It was pretty much a tour of our own farm here. But I will try to do 2 farms every Sunday. If you have a farm you want me, or even one of my crew members, a couple of my crew members to come and help you on, you need some help, we will show up, and we're going to try to work 2 hours on 2 farms. So every Sunday I'll try to tour 2 farms. All I need is, like I said, send me a friend request, send me what you run mods, that way we can get all that situated, and of course we need it on the map. We get all that going, and like I said, I want to try to get into that pretty heavy to where I get to go, and like I said, put me to work. That's what I'm there for. Y'all can put me to work. I will sit there and work as hard as I need to, but for 2 hours, I can stream it if you would like me to. Or, there are some people that just like to stay private but want some help, you know what I mean? And so, and like I said, I do run a lot of open games and stuff like that, and so, yeah, I always try to I give everybody a chance. I think everybody deserves a chance, you know what I mean? There's a lot of good people out there, and I hate having to skip around people because there are some, trolls in game and stuff like that, but, I like to give everybody a chance, and at least see. You never know until you try. Rabbit Man, you are correct. Like I said, as you saw, you commented on the thing, like golf cart in Farmer Men, like it's not me, cutting down like DJ Go Ham or anything like that. I know he's, he got the Go Ham fam and everything over there, but Farmer Men was one of the first streamers I started watching, and it was just him, or not just him, but he was the one that pushed me to golf cart. I went to golf cart, and then I started watching them guys, and I'd been playing the game already for years, and it never was going to stream anything about it. I streamed for some guys that I had overseas that wanted to watch me stream it, and that was solo play. Just recently got into multiplayer not that long ago, and then built up a good crew from there and everything. But those guys are my idols. Like Men for sure was one of the first ones I started, and that's how through Men and golf cart, like I've met Big Daddy, I've met a lot of these great guys, and like you said, we are a community. Like it's a band, it's a brotherhood in Farming Simulator. Like we tease each other all the time. There's a lot, but like I said, I know, and this is a great thing to be able to know and say, and I know I'm not wrong by saying it. If any of us really truly needed anything, them guys would take the shirts off their backs to try to help any of us out, and try to do what they can, you know what I mean, and with already what they're doing, you know what I'm saying. And so the Farming Simulator community, and and for us being console players, it's amazing to know, that if you need something, you can reach out. You don't just have to be watching the stream. You can and like with me, like some of y'all, it don't have to be in my chats. I'm open to any kind of messages. Anybody can send me a message if you're my friend or whatever, on PlayStation, or even if you're not. And there's a lot of good people I've met through my subscribers that just want to talk. They just, some people have some issues going on and stuff like that they need to hear another perspective on it. And so, like, I'm not just here to stream Farming Simulator. I'm here to actually do whatever I can, you know what I mean? And so don't think you have to just talk about Farming Simulator, guys, or anything like that. Like, if you want to talk about the weather, you want to figure out something else, you got some trials and tribulations you're going through as a person. Like I said, I've been through a lot, have done a lot. We all have been through a lot and have done a lot. Like I said, I've made mistakes. I'm not a perfect person or anything like that, but I've learned a lot, and I can help out in any way I can. Makes me feel that much better. And plus y'all enjoy the content from the Farming Simulator streams and everything like that. But it's just awesome. Like I said, Rabbit Man, it is awesome, and those guys are my idols. And for them to even tease and bring up my name, like I said, is more than words can describe. Like I said, that little bit of stuff that goes on, like I said, motivates not just me but my whole crew. The morale is higher than ever. Like, with 19 coming, the excitement's higher than ever. Like, there's a lot of good that comes out of this, you know what I mean? And I'm happy to be a part of it, and I'm happy that all of y'all are a part of it. Like I said, that's why this thank you stream is due. Like I said, I know I hit it last night, but we've been running some crazy hours, and I'm not gonna lie, like I've been really tired and trying to catch up on sleep and trying to get everything to where I can still put out good content without sacrificing my health and well-being. And so now that we don't have no ridiculous goals set like we did on Lone Oak, that was why we put so many hours in on Lone Oak, and my streams were so long, is because we had ridiculous goals set, on some of the biggest soybean sales, the biggest corn sales, the biggest silage, everything was big numbers there. Here we kind of get to kick back into the casual farming bit. Like I said, I will be streaming South Mountain Creamery, one of my guys, since I'm away quite often or whatever and have to go run different errands or whatever. It's always good to have a secondary map, that another host can host. And I'm looking forward to being, us setting that as a challenge. Like I said, so it will be seasons on South Mountain Creamery. I'm hoping we will get that content coming out for sure by this weekend. Necro might have already had some content out. I don't know if he subbed for that yesterday or anything, or if he streamed that yesterday or anything. But y'all be sure to check out Necro666. I will be doing a stream here later on when he gets off. To where, like I said, I want to try to get him, I want to get him caught up on subs, because like I said, he will be the other perspective. We are going to have a couple more people that I'm hoping we can get lined out on the streams and stuff like that, so y'all will be able to see multiple perspectives. But like I said again, it's not just a thanks to everybody that we've played with or anything like that, but to all you guys that take the time out of your day to hit that subscribe button and everything like that, to watch the videos, to like them, to even leave a comment on it. Like I said, that is very much appreciated. Like I said, you guys are my biggest motivation. It's good to have my family backing me and some good friends and everything like that. But I've met a lot of great people, and like I said, I don't just count the 60th. I count all 60 of you. It's not, it's all of you. And I appreciate all of y'all stopping by every chance you get. Even if it's just a hey, I got to run like that. That is awesome. And like I said, we truly appreciate that. And we're looking forward to growing. And like I said, as Farmmits Simulator 19 comes out, I mean, as y'all see, that's going to be an awesome addition to the Farmmits Simulator family. And y'all will get to see from day one whenever, I'll be doing some solo streams, but I'm not going to jump ship on all my guys until all of them get the game. I'll be probably streaming some solo play on 19, but I will be playing 17 with my crew until they all get it. I know a lot of them are already chomping at the bit and already got, pre-orders in or going to have pre-orders in, And I also know some of them have some other games they want to get too, likewise with me. I want Red Dead Redemption 2. I want Mud Runners, American Outback. There's a lot of other games too, but like I said, I've been holding off for 19 for a while. I know a lot of you have, and it's finally available for pre-order in the PlayStation Store. You know what I mean? That's been the holy grail, and now the 20th comes, and I'll wake up. It's going to be like Christmas Day. I'm going to wake up, and I'm hoping it's already going to be downloaded right there, and then I'll be able to just jump straight on it and start getting it figured out. And then as soon as I start getting it all figured out, you can rest assured, I might even just throw a stream on as I'm figuring it out, so you'll get to see literally from day one when as I would call it, the unveiling of it as far as it coming to my console and everything like that goes. I did not know I had this guy stuck up over here. I'm sorry about that. Just ran into the trailer. You're playing Farm Sims. What are you playing it on, MVP? You playing on PlayStation 4, or are you playing? What are you playing on? I figured PlayStation 4, but it's always good just to ask. You never know. Xbox One, awesome, man. That is cool. That is cool. Has anybody heard anything else about the crossplay features that they might have for Farming Simulator 19 for Xbox and PlayStation to be able to play together? Anybody heard anything about that? Know if that's been confirmed, or if it's something they're going to try to work out, or anything like that? I wouldn't mind knowing what they have going on with that for sure. Because that would be really cool. I do know I still have one more addition to the PlayStation 4 that I need to get. I'm going to upgrade my PlayStation 4, and I'm also upgrading the one I have currently. And so, but I am going to get an Xbox One. There's a few titles for Xbox that you can't get on PlayStation 4, is why I'm going to do that. And of course, I will have Farming Simulator for that. So even if crossplay doesn't come along soon enough, I will be able to actually start joining some of you on Xbox and stuff like that, and playing, whatever, and all that good stuff. Okay, awesome, man. I knew there was a time difference usually when you pop through, but like I said, I can get all of that figured out too. Yeah, as you know, I do run open games. You are more than welcome to stop by anytime, and likewise, if you need any help over there on your farm, like I said, it doesn't have to be streamed. I can always go do some work. Like I said, whatever y'all need, like I said, I will cater to anything. And like I said, Rabbit Man, for sure, my door is always open. Our farm's an open farm, man. I will get that out. Like I said, that way you'll know. Like I said, all you got to do is when you got time to play or something like that, just message me, let me know, and then I'll get you in the password and everything like that. And we do have a set mod list. I'm gonna get all of that situated where y'all be able to actually get a copy of it without having to search through. One of my guys that I play with here, Nobody's Left. He is a miracle worker when it comes to making out a mod list, and he can come out with a detailed mod list. It's not only every mod we run, but it'll tell you where you find it in Mod Hub, so you'll know exactly where to find them at. And so I will get those out and let people know what's going on. Oh, your multiplayer is not working? Oh, okay. Are they updating or something over there, or has it just not been working? Maybe they're updating. I know we had some issues with that earlier this week. That's why I didn't get to stream the first day here on the map. I had not only issues with stream issues, but I had issues with multiplayer. It would start up, but it would only let me get one of my guys in, even though I had everybody, and we had to fight for that to even get that one player in, or whatever. And there was countless restarts and we just had to do a lot in order to get the players in, and it really didn't pan out or level out till later that night. I do know it was Sunday, I want to say, when that happened, because I do know we did find out there was over 900 games running in Farming Simulator 17 that you could choose to join there on the multiplayer settings. And I know at the time that we finally started being able to get players in, it had only dropped down to about 500 games. And so I guess everybody's trying to get their Farming Simulator 17 fixed before 19 comes out, or getting back into the swing of it, or maybe they want to know what the big deal is. And so we think that might have been the reason why it was so tough for us to get in and out. And so, but yeah, I'm hoping it's nothing catastrophic over there for you, VP, on your multiplayer. Like I said, I know I played solo player for the longest time. This is the longest for Farmmits Simulator, at least, that I've never even really loaded into a multiplayer game on here. Like I said, most of the farming I was doing by myself. I didn't really care too much to play with people, not because of the people, because I knew they all had their own farms going. I was just getting established and everything. And then, like I said, had a few friends ask for me to stream what I'm doing, since I'm always farming. They want to see exactly what kind of farming I was doing, and then I did that, and then it turned into more people, and then getting subs, and then, like I said, meeting some great people that I played with. Oh, it's just the Bobcat? Is it not liking the Bobcat mod? Is that what it is? Or something like that? Or you can't play it because you don't have the Bobcat? Oh, you just got the Bobcat. What do you think? I love the Bobcat. I love the forestry features. I love being able to tint the windows. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do to that. I myself, in my area, which I'm originally from Texas, I'm in Oklahoma now, but around these areas, like, you don't see much of JCB's stuff, like, especially like the skid steers and stuff like that. I was more, I knew Bobcat more than anything when it came, especially the skid steers and stuff like that. And so Bobcat is a mod that I do run. I love the Bobcat. Like I said, I love being able to deck it out the way you can. And oh yeah, that's totally fine, right, man? That is totally fine. Send me a friend request. I will get onto that like as soon as possible. Like I said, I can accept friend request as I play. You ain't got to worry about that. But yeah, send me a friend request. Like I said, anytime you see me on and you want to play, like I said, I will get bodies today whenever he gets in to go over the finalized mod list that we are running. That way I can get that all printed out, and I'll have copies. Somebody wants a mod list, I will send that to you, so you don't got to fish through them and try to figure out what everything is. Like I said, he's a miracle worker when it comes to that. And with him being able to put out a detailed mod list, like I said, not only is it every mod we run, but it'll be every mod we run and where you can find it at. And so I think that's really awesome, really in-depth detail, so you ain't got to fish through, well, is that in tools, is it in, most downloaded, where is it at? He'll be able to actually detail that list in, so we'll be able to hand that out and let people know, so you ain't got to fish for mods and everything like that. Alright, got field 11 done now. I know it's going to need plowing. I'm going to make sure I'm not lying to you guys, but I'm pretty sure it's going to need plowing. Soil composition. Oh, really? It don't need plowing. I didn't think I guess it didn't have a crop. I think we recently bought it, so, but I'm still plowing it because I know it's going to be coming here sooner or later. I know it is. Get this guy set off right here real quick. Turn him off. here. Get this guy ran in and dumped out what little bit I got right there so I can get my auger wagon out of the way down there. I don't want to be long before he's in the way. Again, like I said, I want to thank all you guys, not only those that just stopped by, but you know, everybody that has stopped by, everybody that stopped by and checked out the video and all that. Like I said, it is truly appreciated. Hit 60, as a matter of fact, during the stream I hit 61, and so it just goes up. Like I said, it's all you guys. It's not just us in the content we put out. It's you guys for, you know, taking the time out of your day to stop by and see what we have going on. And like I said, we truly appreciate it. I know I truly appreciate it. Some beehives, you have no money. Yeah, I have gotten that position, MVP, to where that's why, you know, a lot of this, when we started off on this new Bothell Shaggin map, or Battle Shaggin as we call it, I control the money that we spend or whatever, and the guys, they don't ask for anything unless it's what's needed. Like, that's what's really cool. Like, we all know. But managing money is key on this game, especially, you know, if you're running on hard or medium or something like that. You know, the prices aren't that great whenever it comes to selling. There's a lot, you know, there's a lot to it and everything like that. But, you know, one of the key factors is trying to manage your money. And I've had to sell off a lot of stuff before. I know we lease a lot of equipment. You're on easy. Yeah, we lease a lot of equipment before we buy it. I know just because you need it doesn't mean you need to buy it automatically. I would lease some stuff out till you get some good income coming in, and once you have good income coming in, and it starts small. You know, buy your main pieces that you need. You know, but for the time being, if you can get away with leasing some of it, you know, or something like that, I will wash this truck in a minute. If you can get away with leasing some of it, I know you don't want to, you know, lease too much stuff. I know we had a lot leased on here when we kicked off the other day, and I know we got hit pretty hard with some cost right there for our leased stuff. But like I said, we also have we were doing a little bit of silage on the side. We were saying, you know, caught some good crop prices and everything like that, and so I think it was we lucked out with the timing of, you know, good crop prices and everything like that. And like I said, we were putting out a lot of grain there for a little while. Oh man, I still have some in this. Golly, I thought I'd emptied out. I forgot the truck was full. Forgot that the truck was full. So now I need the truck back. I don't own the neighbor's field right there, so I don't know if the neighbor will appreciate me driving around on the grass. Sorry about that, neighbor. Sorry about that. But like I said, this is our new mainstream map, and yeah, if you would, I don't know what map you're playing, MVP. Have you found the gold nuggets? Have you found any nuggets on the map yet? Or what map are you playing on that you're playing right there? We are a firm believer in finding the gold nuggets, if at all possible. That is a quick $1 million. I don't know if you've already taken out a loan. You haven't found the nuggets. The nuggets are lifesavers, man. I know they're a nuisance to find. There are some good detailed videos out here on YouTube that you know your specific map. They will show you where the nuggets are. I don't consider it on the type of city. Or is it Goldcrest Valley maybe? Goldcrest. I'm trying to think of the city. But I know that the nuggets. There are detailed videos on YouTube about how to find the nuggets, where the nuggets are at, and stuff like that. And I'm a firm believer in the nuggets. I do not consider finding the nuggets cheating. That's an easy $1 million. You know, I don't know a farmer in their right mind that if they were out on their field and found a gold nugget that wouldn't go cash it in. And so yeah, you find all 100 of those. That's an easy $1 million. Now, unless you find the nuggets, I don't recommend taking out the full loan. But as long as you start paying the loan back as soon as you can, like you won't get hit with the interest rate on that. As when I'm done with this, since I know I got a lot of grain, you know that it's going to be in silo. I am going to pay back on our loan. Go Crest Valley, yeah. Uh, trying to think. I can't actually in detail tell you where all the nuggets are there. I know I did find them all on that. But I did use a video off of YouTube to find them. That's all you have to do is Goldcrest, Farmmits Simulator 17, Goldcrest Valley, where to find the nuggets. And there will be a detailed thing. And also, all you need to find is 10 nuggets. When you find the first 10, it will open up the map to every single nugget you have. There'll be the yellow circles. And so that's an easy $1 million right there. Well, I say easy. Some of them are pretty hard to get, you know, on different maps and stuff like that. Or yeah, different maps. And so, but I do recommend that. Like I said, when we started this one, I went and found the nuggets in single player. Found all 100 nuggets. That's $1 million. Took out the loan. I'm on easy too. Took out the loan here. That's $300,000. And you start off with $25,000. And so that was $1,325,000 that we got to start off with. And like I said, we still didn't buy all the equipment we needed to buy, you know, wanted to buy. We leased a lot of the stuff. Like I said, we started small. We wanted to, you know, you don't want to get carried away with the equipment and stuff like that. And then now you don't have no money to, you know, fill your seeders or your fertilizer spreaders, you know, or anything like that. And so that's why we, you know, micromanaged the money. And so we've already, you know, dropped down pretty low and came back up. Oh yeah, man. You'll know by watching our stream, you know, people call me cheap or say, you know, some stuff that I'm about money. Like on this game, it's about money. Like the less you have to pay and put in, and the more you get back in return. Like I said, that's how, you know, our goals we set. Like on Lone Oak, that's the one we started on as a crew, was just to hit 20 million, and was also to sell some record. We sold a record amount of 800 liters of soybeans in one sale. We ran conveyor belts. It's in a video you can check out in some of the videos here. But we ran conveyor belts over the sell point, and we're dumping truckloads over 800,000 liters. That one payout in one dump, because if you do know, like, you get good prices that come up whenever you're playing like Great Demand, whatnot. But whenever good prices come up, we try to take advantage of it all at one time. So we'll run conveyor belts and we'll dump it. And so with that one load that was 800,000 liters of soybeans, we made $2.5 million off of one sale. We sold 2 million liters of corn, which netted us a little under $2 million. That's because the prices weren't that great. We kept having belt problems. And then we had a record for silage that we had on Lone Oak. We had over 7.5 million liters of silage. And that sold for a little over $1 million. So within those 2 days and 2 sales in the silage, we grossed over $15 million in 3 days. And so, like I said, we are known for big numbers and for coming out like that. And so here we're not, you know, and that was because we planted that whole map in corn, so we could do corn and silage. This is why we had over 2 million liters and all of that stuff. But here we get to do a little bit more casual farming. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. But we have the video on it. Like I said, we did both the corn video, we did the silage sale, and we did the soybean sale. And so, but like I said, and that too is not cheating. Any loophole the system has for you to play, I mean, it's in game. You know what I mean? Like but whenever there's a set price for you to sell, after so many tippers you dump, the price starts to go down. And so in order to play that to our advantage is why we will run a conveyor belt over the main sell point, and we'll either auger wagon straight into that conveyor belt, or I know our soybean time for the first, you know, our first run at it, we were dumping on the ground and all that stuff, you know, and so that's how we kept a continuous flow going into the sell point. And like I said, it is a lot of work. It was some ridiculous stuff we were doing, but you can check that out. I do believe the videos are titled, you know, Corn We Get Away With This, and over 7 million liters of silage. That's titled that one. And I don't know if I titled the soybean one, but that Corn We Get Away With It video, if you skip to the end of that one, I want to say about the 3-4 hour mark, you'll get to see Necros set up the belt systems. And also if you sub to Necro666, you'll get to see all of the work he put into getting that set up for us. Cowboy, he set up our silage belt system that we had running over there to get rid of all the silage. You know, we had a few belts running out of both bunkers, and it was a pretty neat setup. I called it Beltzilla. because it looked amazing. But like I said, those guys, if you go and check out those videos, whatever, and you'll see how we pull big numbers. And I don't believe in no money cheat boxes. We do have, I personally have a test farm, or test farms that I have. Those are the only, but you can check my mods right now and try to get in game or whatever. Like, I don't run money cheat boxes. I don't believe in any other source of income besides trying to grind out for it. We do, like I said, I do run a test map. The reason why I run the test map, that's to test out all the mods that they have in. I want to know what mods work good. I want to know what mods make us more efficient. I want to be able to tell you guys, what mods actually work and are more efficient, that are worth you having instead of cramming a bunch of stuff. Do you think windmills are good? They're expensive, but they do bring some good income. MVP, the windmills. At $1 million a piece, though, you want to make sure you're very well established to be able to do that. But I do personally like windmills and solar panels, if it comes to that part. If I can't, because like I said, a lot of setting up goes into doing a big sale like we do, and stuff like that. And so if I want to do something quick, yeah, we have the money, I will place up some windmills, at least a couple, to get some, it's just a good source of income to where, you can afford to sit around and not lose too much. It'll at least cover your renting cost, excuse me, doing the solar panels or windmills. And there's other stuff too that makes you money, but as far as, a decent check, windmills are solar panels. And so, yeah, that's I am a firm believer in both. Like I said, when I can afford windmills, yeah, you'll see a few of them set up around. But we have here lately been starting these maps, like I said, from scratch. We want to see y'all see us, from the bottom and work our way up. We have a goal set on this one for 30 million before November 20th, when Farmmits Simulator officially comes out to be able to play, or 19 comes out to officially be able to play. So, but then again, it fluctuates. We didn't expect to make as much money as we already have been on this map, and it'll fluctuate because we are still buying our equipment and etc. And so, but our goal is 30 million. And so we're going to have some logging going on over here, and hopefully we'll be able to have some stream. I do believe Countryman's going to stream the logging outfit he's got going on over here in the corner. We'll be doing crops and everything like that, and silage. And so between the three, I'm hoping that we can gross that 30 million. And the way it's working, I think we're going to have that before I think we'll have that before November 20th for sure. You're starting farming. I know we've actually been talking about that on our own, trying to get together and get some money to actually get a real farm. And all of us live in different areas, and we're talking about all meeting up and trying to run our own real farm. Which, it's going to be about like this. We're going to start from the bottom. I don't think there's going to be any nuggets for us to find to get a good start on that. And farming in real life is real expensive. I was a cotton farmer. I have worked for several cotton farmers. That's another reason why I'm looking forward, to 19, is because that's really the only crop that I am familiar with is cotton. That I want to say I worked around it in a total probably about 2 or 3 years. I've worked around and with cotton, both all plow, plant, and harvest. And so for them to bring that to 19 is amazing. I'm looking forward to that, because that's a crop, which with these crops, I like to be able to, kind of know the gist about some of them or whatever, and be able to give you information on some of the crops that we have going on. And so I will do studying and everything like that on like corn or like wheat or etc. to be able to actually give y'all facts on the actual crop itself. So like Millennial Farmer, and there's some other guys I follow on Facebook to actually look into that. I got all my messages blowing up over here, guys. I'm gonna try to make sure. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Got a lot going on. Got the group chat set up. I think some of my guys are getting off of work, and so I am going to cut this stream at 2 hours. So I'm playing Farm Sim, and I'm getting wheat, and I'm dumping it. Why am I not getting money? Are you dumping the wheat at a sell point, or are you dumping it in your own personal silo? You got to make sure you're not storing it somewhere. Make sure you're not dumping it in your train silos. Like I know Goldcrest does have train silos, and you also have your at-home silos. And so if you're dumping it and not getting paid, there's a good chance it's probably not in a silo you get money for. In the silo, yeah, you won't get money for it in your home silo or at the train silos. You'll have to take it to sell points. They got a few of them, if I'm not mistaken, there on Goldcrest Valley. And so if you press start, I do believe it is on Xbox controller, if you press start, or maybe it's back, I don't know, and you pull up the menu, like I'm going to pull up right here, you will scroll through a menu, and you see we only have one place to sell at. And you can scroll through here, and it shows your crop type up here. You can scroll through, and you can see as you see, we got over 2 million liters of soybeans, but the price isn't good. It's in the red. Those are your sell points. Is that, you know, you see there's a lot of names over here on the left-hand corner right here, and that's where you go. You scroll through this little map. You find out your best prices. You see the green arrows going up. That means our prices are going up on it. And so you want to try to catch your best optimal price. But as far as but like I said, that's how you check that map there, and then as you see where each crop type is, how I got 2,253,000. Am I seeing that right? 2,253 or 225,364 liters of soybeans. Uh, that's what's in your silo, and so you'll know what you have as far as in silo on your very top number under your crop type, and then your prices will be listed on that. And then that's what you find your best sell point that's going to pay out the most for that crop. Like you said wheat, so you look at your wheat and look who's all buying wheat, and the highest price is you take it straight there and you sell it. Okay, awesome. Like I said, yeah, I'm about to shut this down. Again, guys, I want to thank everybody. MVP, thank you, man, for showing up. I know you're a new face to it. I hope to see you again soon. While we'll be firing up a stream here later on. Rabbit Man, Big T, Richard, all of you guys. Of course, I got to get shout outs to my fellow streamers, especially Big Daddy. Thank you so much for helping us out. Golf Cart Jockey, like I said, gotta thank Big Daddy for that. He sent you my way. Farmer Men, all of you guys, like I said, that have DJ Goham, all of you guys, all my subs, my crew, everybody. I want to thank all of you so much. Like I said, we're gonna keep coming back with good content. We're gonna keep growing. We expect to see you guys. I hope to see you guys. Like I said, 19's right around the corner. We got a lot going on. As always, I enjoy it. You'll be seeing us again here later on. If not, for sure, me here later on tonight. Hopefully, I get some more guys in here and we can get that all situated. But again, thank y'all. We hit 60 subs, 61 to be exact. It's just going and going, and I owe that all to all of you guys. I enjoy doing this. We all enjoy doing this. We're going to keep on coming up with good content, you know, in the future. And so, you know, as I say, all good things must come to an end. And usually I say until tomorrow, but until later today. Thank you guys again. Lunatic is out.